Welcome back, everybody, to what could possibly be the final, or hopefully at least second to last episode of Death Stranding. Where are we? Are we down south? I believe is where we left off. Yes. So let me check real quick and see what we need to do. My boots are also about to disintegrate. Memory chips. So we need the one next to Godzilla. That is number 13. Number 13 is... Okay. We probably haven't been up there since we 5-starred that guy. That's fine. Yeah, is there an area, is there something nearby that I can just TP to? I made a mistake. I pressed A. We're gonna have to wait another 10 seconds. That's my punishment for being impatient. We know this. This is probably fine.
You call?
Damn, I need boots though. We'll be fine. Nah, yeah, we're fine. Yeah, we take these. Oh, there's a zip line right here. There we are. All the way up at the top of the mountain. Posture check? Haven't seen those in a while.
Feels like I'm walking barefoot.
Probably need it with the work that I'm doing. Alright. No, I'm actually... You caught me at a bad time. I'm actually sitting normal. I usually start the stream sitting kind of... fine, like a normal human being. What's going on, Chris?
There we go.
How have you been? Twitch telling you can finally afford a posture check at 132,000. I am going to increase it to 133. Thank you for reminding me. We're saying it like 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. on a Wednesday? Thursday now, I guess. Nah, who cares? 60-hour week's been taking a toll. Feel like vacation already. Yeah. Can't catch a guy like me taking that. No, I think I'd just collapse. I'd collapse. What's this? I'm getting messages in Signal. Today is one of my buddy's birthdays, so I wished him a happy birthday. And they're blasted So I'm going to see if I can convince them to give me $15 for the Helldivers 2 Halo Warbot. Let me see where I need to go next. Next to Dandelion. That is going to be 27. 27 is over by the Mountaineer. And then let's see what the last one was. Snow Crystal. 30. 27 and 30. 30 is... okay. No, okay, I know what we'll do. I know how to handle this. We have to make one more TP and that should be it. If you collapse, do you get vacation? Not here. No. No, they don't do that here. They put you in the grinder if you collapse around here. To feed the next generation of whelps. Come on, push. At least it'd be for a good cause. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess so. Yeah, you're right. Take me to Mountain Knot City. There are a couple of things we can take care of here.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Who left this truck here?
Will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
I need... give me a ladder. Take a... why do I need a carrier? I don't need the carrier. No, I don't need it. I don't need the carrier. I need new boots. Been playing Silk Song in a little free time you have and decided that I need to play Hollow Knight. You don't have a choice. I will give a Hollow Knight a shot. Yes, I will give Hollow Knight a shot. We're almost done with this game. But what about RimWorld? Guys, what about RimWorld? What about U-Boat? What about U-Boat? What about Europa Universalis 4? What about Brandenburg? Was that who we were playing as? I think we were playing as Brandenburg. Did I build... why do I only have level 2? I don't know. I don't think it matters. Did I make boots? Yeah.
Footwear condition poor. Replacement is advised.
What about The Legend of Zelda fucking Wind Waker? I don't remember what's next. I have to look at the list of release dates. It's broken? Oh.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges.
Ah! Ah! Everything's down? Ow, your ears? Sorry, bud, you gotta turn down the volume. I don't think I've changed any settings. Oh, okay. Hmm. Oh, they weren't referring to me? Okay, I'm sorry. Something else happened. You're watching Corruptions. Yeah, that's fair. That's reasonable. Okay, guys, we're gonna have to travel through BT territory one last time. Because there's no safe house nearby. It's a really unfortunate time for everything to break down up there. I might have a better time. Wait, is it? I can just dismantle stuff from the map? I didn't know I could. I never noticed I could do that. Oh, okay.
ID.
Uh,
Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Decontaminating suit. Footwear condition poor. Replacement is advised.
been converting a computational analysis program originally made in Python to work in R, parentheses, data analysis code language. So now it's called Grinder. You wanted to call it, you named it Grinder after your favorite mobile app. Technically grind.r. Oh, okay. Now I'm back on track. I understand. Originally called Grind. You know what you're talking about? Do you guys not have a Grinder in Europe? I'd be a little shocked. Okay, what do I need? Special alloys and chemicals. Let me see if I wrote anything down recently. No, I got nothing going on, dog. No, I got nothing interesting. I'm sorry. Maybe I did at some point, but it's left my frontal lobe. Let me see. What all do I have right now? Floating carrier. I need... Who is that? Milo? What are you doing? Get off of the wires. Off of the wires! What did you... doing? Milo! Okay. This is 1. And I need 2 more things of however many. What am I doing? I don't know if it's big here. You know, it's a gay dating app. You just pronounce it like Grindr, so you get funny looks from time to time. I don't have a good segue. I'm sorry. I'm not witty. Guys, I've been watching so much Northern Lion. It is starting to rub off on me. Like, sometimes I'll hear something. And it takes me a good 3 seconds, so you can't, like... That's way too much dead air. You can't just butt in 3 seconds later with, like, a funny quip. But it is coming to me. Sometimes something comes to me and I'm like, damn, that was pretty funny. Hey, that would have been a funny fucking joke to make there. Right, we can't use the zip line. It's rubbing off on me. Why did I put these on my back? Funny sometimes too, I swear. I think being funny is not something that cannot be attainable. I don't think it's unobtainable. Quick thinking is a little tougher. That one, I think the jury's out on that one. I don't know if you can train yourself to think. I don't know if you can train your brain to think faster. Maybe you can. Maybe you can. Maybe after we get these ships, we'll play the neighbors. What was that game? The neighbor game. Clues by Sam. Sam? Sam. Can I use this one? I can. Probably can when you're like 7 years old and still have a lot of flexible memory. Flexible memory. Is that like a real term? Flexible memory. Oh, I can't see anything. Oh, where do I need to be getting? Where do I need to get to? You know if that's the correct term, but it is a real thing. Huh. Sam? Oh. Okay. You made your point. Can I go around? I probably maybe could. We could take a little detour. Why don't I just give me all this right now? Come on, you're fine, Sam. You're fine. There's some over this way. No. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, we can go around. We're gonna be fine. Sam's losing control. Damn, I think I could have just gone to that one, maybe. Come on, Sam. Hold it together. Almost there. We just got to get around the edge of this other BT area. Can't find any good results. When you're young, you learn a lot. Uh-oh. Oh, no, turn around! You learn a lot very quickly. When you get older, you learn less quickly, but tend to retain things better. I wish I learned a second language when I was younger. That'd be cool as hell. Sam's losing it. Chad asks, why not learn a new one now? Because I already, like, I missed off all the aura farming from when I was younger, right? I missed it. I missed all that. What would be the point now? What, so I can show up to my 9 to 5 and say that I know Korean? They're gonna give me a funny look and then go back to the water cooler. And I'm gonna look like a damn fool. No one cares. If you start speaking fluent Mandarin to you, you'd be so impressed. Yesterday, someone gave me some, this is a terrible, awful segue. Someone gave me, yeah, we do gotta go this way, don't we? Fucking, oh, okay, we just gotta slip around the side. Someone gave me McDonald's at like 6 p.m. and I set it aside because I'd already eaten. That I'll get to it later. And I forgot about it. And then around midnight, after I wrapped everything up that I wanted to, I came out to the kitchen to make sure that I had lunch ready for work the next day. And I saw the McDonald's and I pogged. I did. I did a genuine, like, real pog face before I caught myself. And then at 12:30 at night, I threw that shit, like, I gotta be up for work in 2 hours. I threw that McDonald's in the fucking microwave and I heated that shit up and I ate it. And it was okay. It was not spectacular, but it's only gonna get worse the longer you let it sit out. Language, one of those things you can always learn, but to be fully proficient, you have to be raised bilingually. Oh, so I'm fucked. I'm fucked. There's no point. There's no hope. It's over. Why am I carrying this on my damn back and not on my floating cart? Oh my god. How did I get up here the first time? This place sucks. You gotta be... Oh! I'm fucking blasting through my energy drink. I bought a big ass pumpkin pie today because I wanted some pumpkin pie and it was like $6. And I had the tiniest sliver of a slice, maybe like an inch circumference. Circumference? Yeah, I think that's right. I had like an circumference inch sized slice. And it was fucking good. Yeah, it was. God, dude, I'm such a glutton for sweet foods. I am. I'm a glutton for sweet foods. I wish that they were either less calorically dense or more nutritious. Or that my body just like tanked it. I wish I could just tank it like I could when I was younger. Now I have like a little bit of money to spend on that stuff. I still don't, but I could. Considered proficient enough to live your life in an English-speaking country and not struggle with language barriers on most topics? Just learn Dutch. It's one of the closest languages to English. I think my Dutch was pretty alright when I was trying to pronounce some of your guys' words. Like, I got the gist of it. I could do it. Is this the one that I want? The Dutch is really like a stone's skip away from... It's a stone's throw away from German, and I took German in high school for 2 years. How do I use the harmonica? Can I use that? Sweet foods are supposed to be calorically dense. Humans evolved to love it because if you're a caveman and find some sweet berries, you eat that shit up. Alright, what if the berries are sweet and then they kill you? Why didn't they think of that? Hang on. Why didn't they think of that? Okay, so... if you're trying to grow out of a dead body, you already got... like, you got a seed, you got a grow bed, right? You have a grow bed right there. If I'm a plant, and I'm trying to guarantee the survival of my species, of myself, maybe it'd be better in, like, the desert or something, where maybe that's less viable. I just kill my host. And then I survive. My next of kin maybe will have some more trouble because I've killed everything that eats them, but fuck them, right? Fuck those guys. Fucking posers. Figure it out yourself. The plant wouldn't both want to be eaten and resist being eaten. Sweet berries want to be eaten and toxic bitter berries want to not be eaten. Not be eaten by us, right? If you're growing berries, you probably want to be eaten, right? Just by like a bird. Or like a camel. I don't know, do all berries... like, if you're growing berries, you want to be eaten, right? Is that the point of a berry? Like, you want to be eaten. That's the sweet berries? 27, okay. It should just be, like, just west.
Clear. All weapons will remain locked until weapons restrictions lifted.
Berries can probably also grow like regular seeds by just falling on the ground. But at that point, why not just launch spores into the air? Like, what are they thinking? Did they think this through? Where's the damn memory card? Can I get like a close-up here? Enhance? Enhance? That's a big circle. And I do like that because it gives me I get a little bit of self-exploration. But if I'm not seeing it here, where am I? I almost feel like I'm too far. Uh-oh. Oh, I see it. It's all the way down there. Damn, that's kind of far. Dude, I'm gonna run out of batteries. Got the biggest reality check of your life so far. 2-ish weeks ago, some girl from your primary school is getting married after getting pregnant with a second child. Funny you bring that up. I was just on, like, 30 minutes ago before the stream. I hopped on Facebook just to, you know, triple check that I had the date correct on the birthday, my friend's birthday. I hopped on Facebook to triple check that shit, and I scrolled for a couple minutes just to see, like, do people still use this fucking app? Yeah, actually, a lot of people do still use fucking a lot of people still update the Facebook. And not even like people who grew up to be like boomers. Not even people that I went to school with that grew up to be boomers at the age of not even their 30s. But like people that are cool too. Damn. Hey, some people just got their lives together. That's crazy. Some people just got their lives together, man. And then some people turned into like... Some people turned into like religious nut jobs. And I'm not saying that being religious makes you a nut job. I'm specifying here. I'm emphasizing the nut job part, right? I'm emphasizing the nut job part. And then a good handful of them did grow up to be just like shitty people. That's just, you know, I mean, that's how it is in America right now. That's how it is. It's a very polarizing country. You have an anonymous account you use to stalk on people you know from time to time? What do you mean, like a pseudonym? You use like a pseudonym? I had one of those once. Yeah, they used to call me Jake McTitter. I went by Jake McTitters. This is actually some deep lore. My friend, this was back in maybe high school, probably high school. We played this game on Congregate. This MMO. Okay, hang on. You're gonna have to bear with me. It was a text-based MMO PvP politician game. Where you are playing with other people online, and you're a politician. And you sign up with a party, and I actually don't remember what... It was a social game. It was a social game. You sign up with a party, and I guess you pass... The bills were were like color coded to that party, and I think you wanted to pass your bills. And it was a game where you had to like wait for your energy to regenerate, which kind of, it did work for the style of game. Like, it's a very persistent game. It's not meant to, you're not meant to knock it out in like an afternoon. It just keeps going. One of the ways you could regenerate your energy was by doing hard drugs, and you could reduce your stress by using an escort service. So here I come, Jake McTitters, fresh off the block. As soon as I have money for bills, or sorry, as soon as I have money that I got from taking like sponsorships and selling myself out, I would blow it on cocaine and hookers. And there's like a leveling system. You could get up to like level 5 politician or something. Trying to remember how this game worked. It was actually like, it was a fun social game, especially because my one friend was super into it. I got up to like level 4 or 5, which is not the easiest thing in the world, because you can perma, right? You get perma'd if you are, you perma if enough scandals come out about you that you're like impeached, or you're like shot above the torso and killed. I don't believe the latter happened to me. People investigated me because I was like, when you just go nuts with bills, they know what's up. You can't just like, fuck, what's the word I'm thinking of? Not gish gal. What is it where you get on the stand and speak for 27 hours straight? I don't know. You're wasting everybody's time. But if you're doing that forever, people know something's up, so they can investigate you. No, not rally. I believe there is a specific term I'm thinking of, but it's not coming to me. Where am I heading now? I need to go to the paleontologist. I should be able to just TP there. Son of a gun. No, there absolutely is a word for it. It's not coming to me. And now it's pissing me off.
Good morning, Sam.
When a politician talks for a long time. Filibuster. Yeah, filibuster. Filibuster. The game actually, it's got like, it had a bunch of mechanics like that where you could do stuff to prevent big bills from getting discussed and whatnot. So if you're doing that for a while, and I don't think I was just putting points toward passing bills. But I made a name for myself. Jake McTitters. I did, and I want to clarify that, oh gosh. Bo Burnham would be disappointed in this defense. In case anything ever gets out, guys, I was in high school. I was young, and I was, what? In case I said anything crazy. I don't think I did. But guys, I was just a little guy. I was just a little guy. Dude, where's the... Is this the paleontologist? I was a little guy. You were taking escorts in high school? Things were different when I was growing up, all right? Things were a little different back then. Yeah, things were a little different. Young pup. But yeah, so people investigated me, and they had, like, pages and pages of, like, Jake McTitters getting caught doing cocaine and sleeping with escorts. That was, you know, my character was, like, instantly done. People had such an insane amount of blackmail on me that I was mildly notorious. I genuinely was mildly notorious for how much, like, top tier illicit shit that I did and made it as far as I did because no one, like, cared to, like, take me down. I was just in my own lane, and they eventually did. Yeah, they released the McTitters documents. They did release the McTitters files, and I'm not gonna say that there were there was the escorts were legal. Is that legal in the U.S.? Prostitution?
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
I think some places. What I'm trying to get, this was before, okay, this was before what the whole what's going on right now. This was before that, all right? It wasn't that crazy. But they did release the McTitters documents, and I was immediately... I think maybe I probably paid for a lot of assassinations too. No, so my character got blasted. I went to hell. No, I went to, like, giga hell. I straight go straight to the 7th layer of hell. And I deserved it. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. I take that back. Nah, I didn't. Nah, I didn't. No, okay, hang on. Nah, hang on. I'm triple guessing myself. Cocaine's whatever. If you want to do cocaine to yourself, that's probably fine. There is an ethical argument here about prostitution. There's an ethical conundrum here that I'm sure has been brought up before here. You know, people can do what they want with their bodies, but then they're also... At what point are they obligated due to capitalism? Are they really doing it for their own interest? I mean, yes, it's for their own interest, but is survival, like... Should you have to sell yourself to survive? And that's a... So, okay, maybe Jake McTitter probably deserved at least, like, the 4th level of hell. Statistically speaking, some of those people would have been prostituting themselves out. Not necessarily because that's what they wanted to be doing, but because they had to pay the bills. Jake McTitters was a relatively controversial figure, and he probably deserves a couple levels of hell. But then does the... And then, well, so hell is like eternal torture and damnation, right? Does anyone... Would I wish eternal torture and pain on anyone? I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know if I... That's a high bar to clear. So now I'm quadruple guessing. I'm quadruple guessing myself. I don't have a good answer. Dude, what the hell are we doing, right? Let me double check where we need to be. So we need 30, right? 30. It should just be south, like southwest. You're older than me. That means you're born in like the Great Depression. I was born in a Great Depression. Well, I grew up in a Great Depression, sure, yeah. And we're going for round 2. Is this Vogue? I think that's Vogue. Let me get a mask just in case. I think it depends on the state, but don't ask me why you would know that. For prostitution, coming back to prostitution. I think there's like a handful of people that ever deserve eternal damnation, but there's also circles of hell, right? So Dante's Inferno, and I never read the literature. I don't know who Dante is. Well, I don't know that Dante. Yeah, there's like levels of hell. I couldn't tell you the difference, but even if the first level is like tickle torture for eternity, sounds awful. Unless your body probably gets numb to it, right? You probably get numb to it, but is that an excuse? Is that an excuse that I can wish that upon someone because they'll get numb to it? Because that doesn't sound like a good thing. That doesn't sound like a good thing to think. That's crazy. What physical form would you take in hell? Assumedly, like just your own form. I don't know if I've ever heard of a piece of literature where you change forms in hell. I don't know if anyone's really discussed that I've seen. People don't really discuss that. Unless part of the punishment is that you become like a sentient slug and you just have to exist. You just gotta like exist like that. Which would suck. I think this is not a huge fear. This isn't something that I think about. But it does cross my mind from time to time. And I think it is a very... What am I looking for? It's not a common fear that comes across my mind. But I would say it is a rather intense fear. Like, it would fucking... this... One of the more worst things I could imagine would be, being locked inside your own body in, like a sentient... I don't want to say coma, because coma implies that you're unconscious. But being able to perceive the outside world while not having the functional connections to the rest of your body to even make it, like, known to people that you're there. Sleep paralysis? Yes. Once or twice. But I do vividly remember I did have sleep paralysis when I was younger. I was at my grandparents, and I was sleeping in the living room on the couch. And I did have a sleep paralysis demon who was standing in the doorway. It was just like a black, scratchy figure. And it was terrifying. I was trying to, like, scream, and I couldn't. I think the TV was on. It was just static. And I don't think that was part of the sleep paralysis. That was just... that's just the TV being on. because we needed some sort of like stimulation and light source because we were kids. Yeah, I've had the sleep paralysis demon. And it was destructive enough to my mental health at the time that I remember it to this day. At least vaguely. There it is, restore all memory chips.
Wow, thanks. You did me a real favor there.
You don't know how long I've wanted this. Thank you.
The walk, wine glass, and fused silica.
Thank you for your comfort.
Okay. We made it to probably the most exciting part.
Keep on keeping on.
I think really all that's left is to build stuff. So let me upgrade this. I need chiralium, 1440 of both of those. I probably have that here.
Until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Just get this up to level 3. $1,200. 1440. And then, 800. Is that 1440? I think. Yeah, it was like being wrapped inside. I mean, I was wrapped in the blanket. I did have a big, thick blanket on me. But it's like being wrapped in a cocoon. A very tight cocoon. Coming back to the... No, hang on. We'll come back to that in a moment. Actively tried to give yourself sleep paralysis, but never succeeded.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Don't know if it really happens when you expect it to happen, though, because you're being conscious about it. I couldn't tell you. That's a bit more in-depth on how the brain works, and I don't know if we necessarily know that. I grabbed ceramics. I needed chemicals. Ah.
Beginning scan.
They both started with C.
Verifying ID. Clear.
I was gonna ask why you would want to experience that, but that's a silly thing, of course. I understand the want for curiosity there. I wish... Have you ever had a lucid dream where you were consciously, like, in control? Because I don't think I've had that. Oh, no. Do I have enough? Uh-oh. How much is that? 600... What did I have? I got 1080. Let me run the numbers here. I should. Wait, how much did I have? 600. I also think I did the math. No, I didn't. I was right. Okay. But I do need all of this. Very hard to describe, a bit in between. Every time you dream, you both feel like you're the one acting, but also the one spectating yourself acting from your own point of view. That's a lot to take in there. Haven't had a nightmare in years. I don't remember my dreams. Not really. I don't think I sleep well enough to... Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have dreams. It's not even that I don't remember them. Because I could tell you right now if I had dreams that it's like, well, I forgot them, but I do remember remembering them, right? I remember having them. But I don't even have... I'm not checking that box off.
Structure upgrade. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure.
Taking like 3 micro naps in a row will always make you remember your dreams. It's usually when you're in a half awake, half asleep state. Is that this making that weird noise? Must be. Maybe you are right. Maybe I do get a little funky. Oh, it's usually not that, because I usually got something going on in the background that I'm very vaguely paying attention to. Get this off of my screen. What did you say earlier about existing in hell? Your physical body dies, so would it make sense for a hell or heaven to have a human body? I mean, like, I don't know, what are the rules? What are the rules regarding your tulpa in hell? Can you pick? Is there a cooldown? Can I change? Distro centers probably got a fair bit of supplies. So our last bits here, let me check our achievement list.
Beginning scan. Rimming bridges on verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain.
One type of every structure. Upgrade all types of structure to the max level. Fabricate all equipment and weapons. Let's work on structures first. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna need. Let's just do 2 and 6 and 6 rather.
Thank you for your contribution.
Don't know if you'd really have a physical body. I think you just kind of exist. So is it like mental torture? Like mental anguish? The sensation of pain is what you get in hell?
Safe travels.
Figure after death, there's just nothingness, which is kind of scary, but also kind of calming in a weird way. Don't get it twisted. I do think that when that happens, you probably just, yeah, you just cease to exist. I don't think there's anything... I don't think there's anything going on beyond that. Hang on. Upgrade all types to the max level. It doesn't say... Can I just upgrade other people's stuff? I should be able to. Complete at least one of every type of structure. Let's try that, maybe. Not having to worry about anything kind of sounds great, TBH. Don't worry, I'm not depressed, LOL. I think that's just a very, I think that's just a rational...
Construction complete.
We're gonna have to do these one at a time, I think. I think that's rational. Oh, let me just Google what I need here. Postbox level 3. I'm gonna need 800 metals in total. All right. Can I get away with building something right here? Do a watchtower. And let me see what I need for that. So 800 metals. Watchtower is a bit more expensive at 1200. So I'm gonna need 2000 metal in total for these. Struggle with depression in small parts of your life and a way out is scarily tempting. Hope you've learned enough from that experience to think rationally if like it's very, very bad again. I've also had my experience with similar trains of thought. I actually need to split these up here. And I also have my own way of handling that sort of stuff. I gotta think carefully about how I'm trying to phrase this. Hopefully, you have found a way that works for you. And, you know, I don't think I'm gonna judge. Unless your method involves, like, beating people up, I don't think that's probably not cool. Probably. Probably not. I might have to throw up a red flag there. But I mean, even like is a person... Should a person have the right to like self-destruct their own life? Like if you wanted to go out and do like a lot of salvia, like you can, I mean, can you just, should you be allowed to just do that? Do you have the right to self-determination? What do I want here? 200, 600? That's 600. That's 200. Okay. No, don't recycle that. You beat up babies from time to time, but that's it? Hey, honestly... I mean, were we having a talk? What, or did I just see it around that time period of, No, I might not have been on stream. I was seeing arguments for, like, maybe it's time... Maybe it's time that we do start just, like, reeling back the population a little. Not forcefully, but just, like, if people in a modern society don't want to have kids, they want to have less kids, like, maybe we can maybe we can reach, like, a sustainable, like, a self-sustaining population. That we did talk about that on stream? Okay. I saw that someone linked me with a... Okay, now hang on. Now I'm gaslighting. I don't know if you did or if someone else did then. Someone linked me a Kurt Kip. Someone linked me that channel. They did a video on that and I didn't watch it. But if they did a video on it, I could probably be convinced. I don't know what convincing I need. Actually, yeah, I don't know what convincing I need. We certainly... I mean, like... Population... Oh, there's plenty of land left. Population density could be increased still a lot, but I don't think we need to. What am I doing? That's 600. Give me 200 more. Okay. That covers the post box. Now the watchtower needs 400 and 800. That's 400. That should be 800. I made a sign before. We don't need a new sign. There's a generator there. What level is the generator? It's already level 3.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
think Kyrgyzstan's a fine source for entertainment and very basic information, but always warn people to, do their own research. Because it's much easier to figure out exactly what you need to know that way, and Kyrgyzstan's also owned by private equity, and there's been multiple cases where they've been biased. Alright, I mean, who's not? Who isn't anymore, right? You feel me? How do you know I'm not? Source? Grok? How do you know I'm not?
Verifying ID. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Structure upgraded.
I've been planted here to infect the youth. Chat says I'm not. I'm a perfectly unbiased...
Verifying ID. Weapons restrictions.
I'm a perfectly unbiased human being that doesn't have any opinions. You're like a fresh... like an empty slate that I can mold to my own devices. Wait, am I crazy? No, okay, I got enough. Okay, it doesn't say that they all have to be active at the same time.
Clear. Weapons restrictions lifted.
I'm gonna go ahead and just tear this down.
Beginning scan.
Please don't ever have a child. You scare me.
ID. Clear.
The entire point of, like, being a good parent is to mold your child into something
Weapons restrictions
that society can, like, make use of. It's a normal thing. Maybe you just never heard it phrased this way.
beginning scan.
I did, I already did a
Verifying ID.
zip line.
Clear.
What about that one?
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam.
I think they make you, yeah, you do a bridge for the tutorial. You build a bridge. So I just gotta upgrade mine. Well, I just gotta upgrade a bridge.
Porter Bridges.
Sam, that spot is too close to an existing structure. If you want to build a new one, you need to do so outside the
Vehicle
sensor range.
destroyed by a considerate BT? What does that mean? BT was recycling waste? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so I need to upgrade a generator. If I can find one that is not already level 3. Such as that one. Let's look up generator. Needs 400, 400. Okay. And let's look up Bridge. Very expensive. Okay. We're gonna need a truck. Yeah, we're gonna need a truck for this. Guess that's up to personal opinion. You believe a parent has to give their child the opportunity to have success in life, to let them be a different person with personal opinions. What if they grow up to learn how to hate, though? I think I'm not even gonna add that to the vocabulary. Pump your... Huh? Child full of copium. Oh, okay. Pump your child full of copium. I don't know if that's like an acceptable thing to do. I mean, maybe. Maybe. We gotta do some thinking real quick, though. First off, I need... a truck. It doesn't need to be level 3. It's fine. What did you hunt at?
Thank you for your
I was watching another stream in the other monitor. Is Vinny live? Yes. Yeah, Vinny just went live. Okay. What do I need here? You hunned while reading your message? Yeah, no, yeah, I saw something in the other monitor. What? You're distracting me. What do I need? 400, 400. $400, and then I need... Okay, 1,600, 2,800. That's 16. And then... $28. Give me 2 of those and give me an 800.
Thank you for your contribution.
Did you hear about Did you hear about this base thing happening and this other base thing happening? I did. Well, okay, the other one might lead to like some crazy consequences down the line. I don't know. Yeah, I heard about the government thing. That was crazy. I read that they, I didn't check the source on this at all, but I read that they elected someone through Discord. And they just went with it. And they just went with it. Alright, this guy. Pelibot, what do you mean by that? Where'd you learn that from?
Structure upgraded.
Oh no! I forgot an item. Cool, okay. Generator level 3, check. Let's go find a bridge. Like, I don't know, that one maybe. Fully upgraded.
Structure upgraded.
That other thing isn't very based. Russia gets shit ton of info from that, such as responsiveness, counter weapons used, how they handled the entire situation, and more. Yeah, I didn't really think that far ahead, did I? Nah, I didn't really think that far ahead. I mean, surely Europe would, surely they would step in this time, right? We've seen what happened the first time. We've seen what happened the first time. Am I dumb? Wait, is this enough? Yeah, it is, actually. I forgot to add the chirals again.
Please stand clear of the designated construction area.
Except this time, I guess the teams have changed a little bit, haven't they? That might make things a little more awkward.
Structure upgraded.
Okay.
All right, bridge level 3, check.
Construction area.
There was an emergency, either UN or NATO meeting Pretty much all they decided on is that they'd send troops to Ukraine if needed, whatever that means.
Structure upgraded.
Yeah, I guess, like, better in someone else's home than yours, right? You want to have your Nerf war at somebody else's house. Maybe not. I don't know. I might kind of like finding like 100 Nerf darts over the course of a month. Because that's 100 Nerf darts that you don't need to buy. What is that profile picture? Mungo Barfungo. What is that? What am I looking at there? What am I looking for? I need a timefall shelter. Oh, I need a timefall shelter. Structure level 2? And it's already like almost done. It's in such an inconvenient spot though. I'm not trekking all the way up there for that. I'll build my own. We'll just build our own.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons restrictions lifted.
That's the last one for PCC 1.
Oh, right.
What do I need for this now? $400, $1,200.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Construction completed. All weapons safe traffic aboard Sam. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
$400, $1,200. And also, what I really should have been doing this entire time is sending the bots out to just farm more stuff in case I need it. $400, $1,200.
Thank you for your
Netherlands has also been planning to increase military spending by 40%. Increase military spending by 40%. I mean, I guess
Have a pleasant journey.
that's relative to what it was before, wasn't it? If you guys are spending 1% and you throw 40 on top, that's like 1.4%. That's nothing. And they want to triple the amount of manpower. No one knows how that'd be possible anyway, and our government is still officially collapsed. As well as material issues, like the fact that you don't own tanks anymore. I don't know, tanks are kind of... Like, who uses that stuff anymore? You need tanks. Don't invest in tanks. Invest in drones. That's where we're heading, dog. Who needs tanks when you got like C5 strapped to $100, well, okay, like a $10,000 drone? That's still cheaper than a tank. Timefall shelter, level 3. Safe house. We built, but I need to upgrade one. Cargo catapult. I'm gonna have to do this from scratch. Spiral bridge, jump ramp. Oh, that's not that many items left. Okay.
Structure upgraded. Structure dismantled.
See the cargo catapult.
Let's do this.
Cargo catapult. I need a bunch of different material. Let's do resin. 320, 960. Watch a video on the exact things we used to have, but no longer. Lost pretty much 70 to 80% of our military power. Going max eco. Truthfully, like the smart play, the military is like a money sink. Military is a money sink. You don't really need one, if I'm being honest. Ugh. Yeah. No, when I'm playing Civ, I get like a couple artillery pieces and then I like aqueducts. So as long as you guys got that going for you, and I think you do, what do I need? Was it chemicals? It was chemicals. I'm maxed on chemicals. Who needs a military, though? I'm sorry, unless you're one of the big fellas that can actually make use of it, like, what are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with it? You gonna send it over to the Foreign Legion and get some military XP? So you can spec into, like, the next tech tree? That's not how it works in real life, dog. That ain't how it works. You just sign up. Just take out your one destroyer and sign up for the war, the international war games, and get some XP that way. So I need 320, 960. That's resins done. And chemicals, I need 240, 720.
Thank you for your contribution.
16 to 6 frigates. Almost 1200 to 900 armor.
Beginning scan. Footwear
200 to 40 fighter jets. Okay, that one's a kind of a big loss. Those are... I think the air battle is still to play.
weapons restrictions lifted.
930 down to 0 tanks. Every single one of them. Don't need an armored division. Sorry, that's a thing of the past. 6 to 3 submarines. Half your 114 to 70 helicopters. 200 to 40 howitzers. 23 down to 4 rocket launchers. Rocket launchers. Oh, okay, like like MRL, like what the big vehicles, like the big okay, probably not like handheld rocket launchers. You guys might be really underwhelming there. I don't think that's what they mean. Safety pretty much guaranteed by the US, but all right, we'll petition the damn EU. I'm sorry, look, if the US wants to roll over the entire world, only thing stopping the US is itself. And like maybe dragons. Probably not dragons though, if I'm being real. I think dragons might be a bit behind on the tech tree. Alright, cargo catapult, check.
Structure upgraded.
Good use of resources.
Structure dismantled.
Chiral bridge, sure.
Okay.
Are these guys up to anything? What are they up to?
Construction complete.
At... It is getting pretty late, so I do want to see what they're up to. Well, I see what we need here. A lot of chiral crystals. Can't say I'm surprised. Gonna be honest, NATO is not gonna do anything until it's too late. World War III is not happening anytime soon. But if it comes to it, our country is very much reliant on outside defense. Yeah, you guys are like tiny.
Replacement is advised.
I think that's just how it's gotta be. I think that's how it is when you're a tiny little, when you're like just a little guy. Bad beers? Yeah. I don't think you guys could. You just don't have like the manpower. Or the materiel. Or the land space to even handle all of the production needed for that. Try to be neutral in World War II, just like we were in World War I, but they were meanies. Yeah, the Allies bombed the hell out of you guys, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Real quick, 120 special alloy. Hang on, what do I need? 120 and 240. And then 240 resin, that's it. After you were occupied by Germany? Yeah, I guess that is kind of like a big asterisk there, isn't it? That is kind of like a big asterisk. Very important detail, just like the fact that Lucas's grandpa wasn't on the Axis. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, you're right on that one. Dude, I think it's gonna shear my hair off.
Structure upgraded.
It's not real. It's also not level 3. Oh, we're almost there. What do we need now? Like 2 or 3 more things.
Structure upgraded.
See if we can get a jump ramp. Deactivate. I can just turn it off and not destroy it. Well, I'm gonna destroy it. Is the thing here.
Please stand clear of the designated construction area.
Just a hilarious moment, kind of figured, because of the way he was casually talking about it. It was probably good to clarify.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges. Construction verifying ID. Clear. All sector decontaminating suit. Footwear condition poor. Replacement.
Would you be ballsy enough to admit if your ancestors were on the wrong side of history? Kind of depends how far back it goes, right? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. 240 and 480 special alloys. And 480 resin. Your grandpa was a tank instructor? I mean, you don't know. He could have been teaching them all wrong. He could have been teaching them all wrong.
Begin scan. Footwear condition poor. Safe
Just like as a joke.
weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning
I gotta find a place to put this.
ID. Clear. All weapons restrictions lifted.
Because I don't think it's gonna fit right here. We'll call that a W.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All weapons restrictions lifted. Structure upgraded.
I do need a bit of like flat area here. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't need this.
Please stand clear of the designated construction area.
Could have been, doesn't matter anyway, because I don't think those people are working as tank crews anymore.
Structure dismantled.
What if they were training the next generation of tank crewmen, though? With the knowledge that they learned.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
You don't have tanks anymore? Maybe you guys don't.
Footwear
Does Argentina?
replacement is
Hmm?
advised.
Does Argentina have tanks? Okay, so now I need... What was that thing called? Oh, shoot. Safe house? Oh my god, it's so expensive. Oh, it's so expensive. $2,400 special alloy. Kind of funny you say that because our queen is Argentinian, so our relationship with Argentina is pretty good. Got my eye on you, Netherlands. Got my eye on you. Keeping you on a tab here. That's 24. 4, 5, 60. That's 36. Oh, why are these numbers so weird? It works out though. Okay, that's 4, 5, 60. Do I have enough for level 3? I don't know if I do. 6, 8, 40? Fuck no.
Thank you for your contribution.
Damn, I gotta drive all the way up to the damn... I gotta drive all the way up north for this.
Beginning scan.
Master plan to invade America through Argentina has been foiled. Yeah, try again in 60 years.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Because you're on a cooldown. Pelibot? Is Pelibot referencing that one RimWorld sculpture description? Dude, my fucking truck isn't close enough. Oh, kill me. I don't know. I didn't really get anything coherent out of what Pelibot said there, I gotta be honest.
Please stand clear of the designated construction area. Please stand clear of the designated construction area. Please stand clear of the designated construction area.
How much playtime do I have? $117 hours. And we're almost done. Or do you mean RimWorld?
Construction complete.
Yeah, I got 117 hours.
Please stand clear of the designated construction area. Please stand clear of the designated construction area.
Alright, maybe the craftsman has enough, I don't know. Probably not. But I need more. Curious about RimWorld 2? We'll check in a moment. Let's throw it over to Annie Austin, maybe? Let's check RimWorld real quick. RimWorld. RimWorld on Steam, I have 133, so add like 50 to that, maybe?
Of the city of Winter.
Or like 80, I don't know.
Structure upgraded.
It's buffering
Does
because
this
it's
guy
on
have a job?
Firefox.
What about this lady? Or any of these people? The people of the city of Windhelm love chopping wood, starting violent rebellions, and having prejudice against horses.
Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
But what's really going on underneath the surface of this city? How is the local economy doing? Today, I'm going to be doing a comprehensive unemployment survey in Windhelm, taking into account everyone's demographic as well as their employment status, and then taking all of that information, compiling it into an economic report, which I will present to you at the end of the video. Okay? Great. Does anyone know what the
He
best
doesn't
way to
have
figure
nearly
out
enough.
the
I'm not gonna
unemployment in
bother.
a city is? Anybody have any guesses? That's right, we're going to do a direct survey. That means we are going to walk around and talk to every single person here and literally figure out if they have a job. Let's start with the people who are outside, including this gentleman.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall.
Here's a great example of exactly what we're looking for. Some people will just immediately tell you their vocation. Other people, it's a little
Gotta wake up
tougher.
in
Like
3.5
guy.
Best way
hours.
for us to win the Nord's respect is through hard work.
Nah, that's nothing.
Ooh, that sounds promising. Obviously, he values
And
hard
now,
work.
gotcha,
but does
gotcha,
he do
got.
hard
Hang on,
work?
let me
That's the real
freaking
question.
pause this. There we go. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Thank you very much for joining me, Chris. It was nice talking. You enjoy the rest of your night, and I will. I'll see you the next time that I see you, and hopefully, we'll be done with this game real soon. I don't think I'm gonna finish tonight because I gotta build all that equipment, and I'm falling asleep at the wheel here. Upgrade all types of structures to max level. What am I missing? I'm missing another one. What else did I not upgrade? I don't know. Uh-oh. That's not me to figure out. I'll figure it out. Take it away, Austin.
So we're going to find out. He's actually headed outside the city, and after following him for just a little bit...
I'm proud of my farm. Takes no small effort to grow crops in this part of Skyrim.
Did you say farm? Wow, he has a farm. Dang, this guy really just walks all the way out here every morning.
Any way to check in
We
game?
left at
God,
like
I hope so.
9 a.m. And it's past noon. And he still hasn't even made it to work. This is like one of those people that Mr. Beast needs to buy a car for.
Man, Mr. Beast, y'all the best, man.
Alright, he finally made it to work. It's almost 1
Fully
p.m., so
upgraded?
it only took him about 4 hours to get
Safe
here.
house.
And somebody's already here working early. This does make me wonder, how long is he going to actually stay at work before he goes home? Well, it's about 7 o'clock, so it's time to go home. It was a long 6-hour shift, and then he walked for 3 hours on either end, which is a lot. I mean, that's a lot of walking, to be fair. It does feel weird that that old lady is just out there still hacking away. But ain't that just the balance of power in a work environment? Ain't that just the way? Anyway, there's at least one more farm out here, so we might as well pop our heads in.
Once the sun goes down, just me and the dogs.
Dogs can't be employed unless they work for the government. So this guy also is kind of like a servant.
Master Cruelty comes and works the field sometimes.
He works the farm, which is a job. And that guy actually owns this farm. There's also another farm out here that has at least one person working on it. Chopping wood, eh, miss?
I'm not building a ship, sir. I'm trying to make things grow.
All right, that's all the farms, I think, outside the city, so that's good. Got those out of the way. We do have these shipyards over here. Surely somebody's doing something of value. Clank, clank, clank. Sounds like work to me. Sometimes I do wonder if I'm just counting these people, because, like, it's possible that this guy lives, you know, on the boat and then leaves. But I feel like if the boat's here, then these people kind of live here. Because it's docked, right? It's not going anywhere. We could wait here for days and days and it's not going to leave. So I think all 4 of these people count. Also got 2 more people over there. This guy's the only one I'm unsure about because he says he can take me to any port on the coast.
I can take you to any port on the coast.
Which makes it sound like he just really does live on his boat and he moves around. So let's hire his boat and go somewhere and see if he actually comes with or if he returns back to Windhelm here. Let's go to Dawnstar, famously employed city Dawnstar.
Climb on in the boat and get comfortable.
Okay, I'm in the boat. Or is it this boat?
Climb on in the boat and get comfortable.
Which boat am I supposed to climb on in? I'm in the boat.
Climb on in the boat and get comfortable.
How much gold are you gonna take from me, old man?
Looking to hire a boat?
Okay, so it turns out Gort actually isn't... He's not a boat.
Okay, I need 6840. Let's just dump all these in here. That should be enough. Yes, okay. Maybe Steam's just taking a second to update. I'm gonna hope is the case.
Replacement is advised.
Captain, he's a street urchin, scammer artist, which does count as a job because he is making money. He just took 300 of my gold just because of his silver tongue, which I don't appreciate, but I do appreciate that he's employed. All right, that's everyone at the docks. I did note that there are 2 guards down at the docks. We're gonna keep a mental note of that later because we're probably gonna count all of the guards at once. Back in the city, we have a little kid.
Won't you buy a flower?
It's another employed child. All right, pause. Let it be known that I bought every single flower that this little girl had. Every single one. I gave her as much money as I humanly could possibly give her. I just want you to keep that in mind, because it's going to be important later. Now, while I have you here, I might as well just let you know that we don't count children in our unemployment surveys, so we're going to count this little girl as not applicable. This looks like a store. That's a good sign. Stores always have employment. We got somebody hanging out on the side of the road here.
Of course, working for Bolfried isn't my first choice. But what else can a Dunmer do out here?
Truly.
Windhelm is divided into 4 quarters. He has nothing but disdain. Gray quarter is the one that's most all the city's dark alcohol. Besides, Amberus can't run the corner club on his own.
Oh, you helped run the corner club, is that right? You told me your whole life story just to put that at the end. Hey, look, that guy's sweeping. Hello, folks. Who are you? Agrangnor once honored. So he's no longer honored. He also is accepting free donations, which is kind of like a I don't have a job behavior. And his name is Once Honored, which makes it sound like he's just kind of fallen on hard times, maybe lost his job.
I'm not too proud to admit that I need a bit of help from time to time.
For now, as much as I like his temperament, I'm gonna have to count him as unemployed. Maybe we'll learn something later.
No one bought any flowers against
That is not true. I bought literally every flower you had. I bought them literally all, okay? These kids are so ungrateful. This lady is a bit of a mystery. She looks old enough like she might be able to be retired, and she is just walking around a lot, which is kind of something that old people do sometimes. They just kind of like pace back and forth at the mall. And she also just keeps complaining to me about how she's fearful of getting murdered.
Women murdered time and again, and all the guards care about is the war.
Like, I meet people like that a lot in my day job or former day job now, where they just like these old ladies with a bunch of money come up to me and talk about the crime, you know? So I think I'm gonna call her retired. Oh, what do we have over here? It's another one of those lazy millennials. It's not working. Should probably blur that out. That was honestly kind of gross. Who are you?
My job's simple enough. They don't really complain.
My job? Wow, she has a job. Who are you?
If you've got some time, stop by my House of Curiosities.
What do you think the line is between your friend who owns some weird stuff and an actual museum? I guess I'll have to go to the House of Curiosities to find out. This lady's interesting because she's definitely sort of a, what do they call it in Skyrim? A vagabond? Not a vagabond. What am I trying to think of? You know, she lives on the street. She doesn't have like a formal job, but she can train me to be a better pickpocket. You know, it doesn't matter what their living situation is. That's none of our business. She's doing something for money. That's employment. Over here we got 2 people working at a, whatever this is called, a blacksmith. And then back here there's a whole market. So we got this lady, we got this guy, and then this guy's like a soldier of some kind.
I made my fortune as a seeker, but now I'm retired.
This guy's retired. He's probably the youngest retired guy that I've ever encountered. It's not often that you can really get out from under in Skyrim. Most people have to just work until their whole body decays, and then they just wander the streets. This guy can train me in 2-handed weapons. That sounds like a job. This girl's a bit of a mystery. Don't pay no mind to the floating meat. I don't know what that's about. She's a bit of a mystery. She said her twin sister was killed.
I lost my twin sister a while back.
And I know she like lives with her dad. She kind of alluded to that. that. She's basically just walking around with a basket of flowers, which does feel a little bit hobby-esque to me. And I did learn that both of her parents are very wealthy. We'll talk about them later. So you know what? She's probably just like a rich kid's daughter. Welcome to the castle. The castle is bound to have loads of employment, including this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy, who's in the middle of a slightly problematic speech, but you know.
There we go.
Here to
Yeah, I was just taking a second to upgrade. Okay, we got the achievement. Where was it? Fucking, upgrade all types of structures to the max level. All we have left to do. Fabricate. Oh no, is it the last one? Yeah. Fabricate all available weapons and equipment. Maybe we actually can do that one. Because I don't think it'll take that long. But we gotta go somewhere with all the resources.
Judge.
I do the cooking and cleaning around the palace.
This guy does the cooking and cleaning inside the palace.
I'm the least important person in here.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true.
Oh, including disappear. That's crazy. What a great trick that was that you just pulled. Anyway, this guy's employed. He's like a wizard. He makes and sells potions that help you feel better about your life. Which reminds me of something. It reminds me of something called Magic Mind. I got reached out to by this company, and what Magic Mind told me is they said, Austin, we love your videos. I don't think they actually watched them. But can we send you a bunch of these little drinks? And if you like them, can we sponsor your video about unemployment in Skyrim? And I said, absolutely, I will take these drinks.
Good to see you again, friend.
This guy drank Magic Mind today, which is why he's so friendly and happy and joyous. Look at him.
I once killed 6 men single-handedly.
As someone who's always struggled with staying calm and focused across long days of editing these ridiculous videos, drinking Magic Mind before having my caffeine for the day seems to be genuinely helpful for me. Was it placebo? That's none of my business. And it does have some well-understood inclusions like matcha and vitamin C and turmeric. But for my part, I just like it. I'm not a scientist. If you, like me, enjoy funny little drinks and enjoy having a nice little morning routine, you can go on their website and use promo code AnyAustin20, which will allow you to take 48% off your first subscription. I don't know why 48, not 50. Maybe it's like a mental trick. Or you can use it to take 20% off, just a one-time order if you prefer. And if you have any questions about it, you just post them down in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Anyway, take me back to Windhelm. Now, let's go inside this bar, shall we? Drink some alcohol, undo those Magic Mind effects. Sorry, I'm not. The sponsorship's over. It's funny. I just like having fun, okay? Relax. In here, we've got 3 people. I've actually talked to these 2 already, but not her. She's employed. We've also got this lady. She works here. And we got this guy. I like your bleach blonde hair, Mr. I have a job playing the flute.
Get out of our city, you filthy piece of trash.
Holy cannoli. That guy is rude as heck.
Don't like it? Too bad.
This guy's giving me strong unemployed vibes.
Every night, I walk around a gray quarter and let them grayskins know what I think of them.
That's extremely unemployed behavior. I'm gonna follow him around for a couple hours just out of due diligence, and if I don't find anything to the contrary, you're gonna see the unemployed graphic show up right now. Would you look at that? He's unemployed. So we're nearly done with our survey at this point, but we do have 2 outstanding issues. Firstly, there are a couple of large mansions that are locked that we cannot get inside. Of course, as members of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, we are allowed to just invite ourselves into any establishment, so that's what we're gonna do here. But I just wanted to let you know that it's not breaking and entering because I'm a government employee. So let's just pop our heads in. Hello? Oh no. Ah, with a secret compartment. Hello? Bureau of Labor Statistics. Anybody back here? Looks like maybe somebody was doing work back here. Well, oh well. Whoever was here is obviously not here anymore. Okay, so there was nobody in there. But the other issue we have is a little place called the House of Curiosities. You might remember this as the place that the guy in the alleyway mentioned.
If you've got some time, stop by my House of Curiosities.
Yeah, him. But I went to the House of Curiosities and the building was locked. So of course I waited till the next day to make sure I was within business hours. Still locked. I waited another day. still locked. That's not a good sign for the health of this business. And it also meant that the only option I had, once again, was to let myself in as a trustworthy member of the federal government. So that's what I did. Now the goal here is to very quickly determine if this feels like a real museum or just a funny collection of artifacts. He does have some pretty cool stuff on the shelves, but I don't see any official looking plaques or anything like that.
You're not supposed to be in here.
To be honest, it doesn't look like much of an official collection.
This is the last time I'll say it. Get out.
Would you relax? So he seems like more of just like a funny
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people.
Oh, relax, you guys. You guys are so uptight. So I think actually my final mark on Calixto, based on what I'm seeing, is not applicable. You know, him and his wife traveled around the world gathering all those little artifacts, and now they show them to their friends, which is great. But his doors are locked all the time, so I'm counting him as retired, even though he did try to have me arrested. Also, just for your reference, I've counted roughly 15 guards while walking around the whole city, so we can add that to the total as well. Now, the real question is, since we've surveyed all these people, and I'm pretty sure that's everyone, if we take all that data and do the math on it, what is Windhelm's unemployment rate? And also, how is its economic outlook overall?
The best way for us to win the Nord's respect...
Well, I'm going to answer all those questions for you in a press conference in 3, 2, 1... Press conference. Hello, welcome to another press conference from your favorite bureau, the Bureau of Labor Statistics. We don't have much to go over today, so we'll keep it short and sweet. Today we're doing an employment situation summary for the city of Windhelm in Skyrim. There's a lot of very interesting information in here, so strap in. It's going to be a good one. Total surface payroll employment is at 36 persons, and unemployment is at 5.3%, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, that's us, reported today. Prudently built just inland of a major river delta, Windhelm is the capital city of East March Hold in Skyrim, and at least on paper, one of the most active and important ports in the entire continent, which also makes it one of the most economically promising locations we've surveyed so far. The city has a population of 46, 2 of which are children, 40 of which are working age adults, and 4 of which are old and dying. That seems... yeah. Don't do that. Industries in this city are relatively normative. Shipping, trade, hospitality, policing, farming, and military careers make up the vast majority of the employment, with a few personal trainers and religious figures making up the rest. Perhaps the most notable thing about Windhelm, given its unique socio-political position in the current moment, is just how relatively stable the economy there actually seems to be. It's diversified enough to inculcate it against outside influence. It has both internally reciprocal markets, like farms, food, and hospitality, as well as externally reciprocal markets, like shipping and receiving, ferrying, and the military. While several upper-class people we spoke to complained of feeling disregarded or underserved by the local government, there was very little on-the-ground evidence that the people doing the complaining were the same people actually getting the shorter...
Hang on. I want to see... Do I need to build each color? Yes, each item standard color variant. Oh, but not special color coded versions. Oh, okay. In the fabrication screen, select an item in the bottom left. There's an X in that square. You've already made it. Really? Ah. I've not crafted. I see that. Okay, yeah, in the bottom left of this dialog box. And it says I even don't need to be making these ones. That helps a lot. What did I run out of? Maybe I just can't build that many things at once. Wait. Oh, assault rifle. Okay, sorry. That's why. We're so close. No, please don't undo all the changes.
End of the proverbial stick, as it were. The people who actually are getting the short end of the proverbial stick are a minority group known as the Dunmer, almost all of whom are cordoned off in a slum-like portion of the city known as the Grey Quarter. By any legible metric, however, the people living in the Grey Quarter are doing just as well, at least economically, as anyone living outside of it, aside from the bourgeoisie. Even the local village murderer has largely seemed to avoid the area, meaning that aside from things being slightly less aesthetically pleasing, there's not a huge tangible difference from one area to the next in Windhelm. With racial tensions where they are in Windhelm, the Bureau can envision a world where this potential prosperity is interrupted or brought to a permanent halt, which could radically transform the makeup of the local economy, particularly if the Dunmer were to leave Windhelm entirely, taking their labor with them rather than simply contenting themselves to take worse, more subservient jobs for the racial majority. It's an interesting possibility, without a doubt, but at least for the moment, there's not a ton to be concerned about in Windhelm economically. 5.3% puts Windhelm towards the middle of Skyrim cities, ahead of some major players like Whiterun and Morthal, but certainly behind the imperial capital of Solitude. This survey was conducted over 8 days by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The next time you see the Bureau of Labor Statistics, we will be doing a comprehensive survey of all of Skyrim, and that will of course bring our unemployment exploration to a close. Until then, thank you so much for watching my video. If you are one of my Patreon supporters, we did recently do a Q&A on Patreon, so you can hop over there if you want to watch that. It's about an hour of me answering a variety of questions. If not, don't worry about it. I'll see you next time. More videos.
No, wait a second. Oh no, guys. The Roadster. The Roadster, no, fuck.
Did you know that Delfino Plaza has an unemployment rate of almost 23%?
We already saw this one. We've seen all that's left in this playlist. You just uploaded one a day ago. The Forgotten Atmosphere of Grand Theft Auto 3.
Wait for it. Wait for it. there. Right behind me, at the 13-second mark of the trailer for the hit 2026 video game Grand Theft Auto 6, is one of the most mind-bogglingly detailed beaches I've ever seen in a video game. Just look at the number of people in frame. Look at the quality of the waves crashing down on the shore, not to mention the massive city in the background. I love this beach.
Oh, what the
but
fuck?
there's
This is
actually
cool
a
as
beach
hell.
I love even more from another Grand Theft Auto game. Check this out. Look at that. This is a beach from the hit 2001 video game Grand Theft Auto 3, the very first Grand Theft Auto game to be fully 3D. And this beach is a great example of what I like to call the forgotten atmosphere of Grand Theft Auto 3. Just look at how surreal and empty it is. It feels like being in a lucid dream, and the best part is, Grand Theft Auto 3 is full of places like this. So today, I want to take a journey across the entire game map and try to convince you why, even to this day, I don't think any other Grand Theft Auto game has quite replicated the strange beauty of Grand Theft Auto 3. We're going to be looking at 10 locations all across the map, and what better place to start this journey than all the way back at the beginning of the game. At the very start of Grand Theft Auto 3, the main character, who doesn't have a name and never speaks, escapes from a prison ban, steals a car with his best friend, and drives all the way down here, to a very odd apartment in a very unremarkable alley. This apartment serves as your home base for roughly the first third of the game, but unlike apartments you get in newer GTA games, this one actually serves a vital function. Coming back here is the only way to save your game. There's no autosave in this game, there's no quick save from the menu. Walking through this door is the only way to save the game, which means that no matter where you are on the map when you stop playing, you have to come all the way back to this apartment before you turn the game off, or else whatever you did during that play session won't be saved. Now, atmospherically, this alley is pretty detailed considering that it came out in 2001. You've got signage showing that it's a warehouse for a used boiler supply company. There's some decent wall textures, vents with steam coming out. It's not bad looking, even technically, but not everywhere in this game has this level of detail. For example, heading south from that apartment, we find ourselves just outside the gates of another one of my favorite spots in the game, the dog food factory. This building is not enterable. It's basically a stage prop, just a plain rectangular building with a big clear sign telling you what it's supposed to be. But without that sign, you would have literally no idea. We could switch this sign for one that says linen cleaning service or tugboat engine manufacturing, and it wouldn't be any less believable because there are no other identifying details here. Now, in some ways, this is obviously less cool than the hyper-detailed industrial areas of a game like Grand Theft Auto 5, but there is a funny benefit you get when you make your buildings look so bad. When you put a sign on a plain, low-effort building, the game has to rely on your brain to fill in the gaps for what might be going on in and around it. And that means that for every single player, their emotional association with the building is going to be just a little bit different, and it's going to be personal. It's not a huge shift, it's not like it totally changes the experience, but leaving things a little more bare like this gives the player a few more footholds for the imagination. Like reading a book, right? Books don't have any graphics at all. You just have to make up the images in your brain. And I kind of like when video games do a little bit of that as well. It's like my second favorite thing in the world. But my first favorite thing in the world is... wait for it. Budgeting my money with Rocket Money. Welcome to the sponsorship. You know what I love about the app?
Give me 1 second. I gotta get something set up. What are they playing? Do I own this on Steam? I do own this on Steam. What the fuck? Okay. Did I get the game on Epic this week? What is it? No, I need to grab these. I can grab them tomorrow. When is it up? When is this updating? $82 out of 108. Oh, guys, I don't think we're gonna be able to finish tonight. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. We do have a bunch of ceramics here, at least. Like, a lot of ceramics. We have the supplies here. Let me make all the other stuff. Well, this one doesn't have a checkbox. Oh, it's not gonna work. There's one more thing that we have to unlock. We have to unlock the Roadster long-range version, and to do that, we have to S rank all of the races. Let me check my achievements here. $106 out of 108. So we actually missed one other thing, and I don't know what. 106 out of 108, and I know what one of them is. God damn it. Oh, we're not gonna... No, we're gonna have to do another one. We'll have to do another. Yeah, we will. We'll have to do one more stream. I gotta call it here, though. I gotta call it here. I got some stuff that I gotta take care of. Vinny is live doing card sauce, which just means he's opening a whole bunch of random miscellaneous cards that he got from viewers. Kryken is playing No, I'm Not a Human full release. You can go check them out. I gotta roll. Is Mike still live? I don't know if Mike is live. He is. Mike is live on Letterbox. You can go check any of those guys out. I gotta roll. Thank you guys for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your night. And I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.